Prime Minister Narendra Modi virtually addresses BJP meet in Jaipur, says 8 years of government have achieved many welfare goals. Three-day NE research conclave gets underway at IIT Guwahati. Assam government signs MOU for multi-specialty hospital. No let-up in Assam flood scenario. Relief and rescue operations are in full swing. And Lengpui Airport in Mizoram resumes its operations after suspension of flights for 2 days. A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Anupa bringing to you the stories in detail. During the last leg of his journey to Caribbean nations, President Ramnath Kovind met Governor General of St. Vincent and Grenadines, Ms. Dame Susan Dogan. The countries signed MOUs on exchange of information and assistance in collection of taxes and refurbishment of Old Cadder community project. The President also visited the Botanical Garden, where he planted a sandalwood sapling. Kovind addressed the Parliament of St. Vincent and Grenadines. He said the need of the hour is reform of global institutions to reflect the contemporary global realities. He also addressed the Indian diaspora of the island nation. He said the diaspora reflects India's rich diversity, cultural heritage and traditions. Kovind expressed his confidence that both the nations will continue to work together in advancing the shared objective of an inclusive world order. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today accused the opposition of trying to divide the nation on caste and religion. He said some political parties are injecting poison in the country for their own selfish interests. Modi was addressing the Bharatiya Janata Party delegates after inaugurating a meeting of national office bearers in Jaipur today through video conferencing. He said some political parties keep looking for small incidents of tensions to inject poison for their selfish interests. He urged the office bearers to stick to the country's developmental issues. Modi said the BJP needs to work on the national goals for the next 25 years. It is the best time for party workers to achieve the target for the community. He said the NDA government is completing 8 years. He said the tenure of the government has been dedicated to the welfare of the poor, fulfilling the expectations of every section of the country.
फली फुली इस पार्टी के स्वरूप को, उसके स्वरूप को, उसके विस्तार को देखते हैं तो गर्व तो होता ही है, लेकिन इसके निर्माण में खुद को खपाने वाले पार्टी के सभी मनुष्यों, सभी विभूतियों, उन सबको मैं आज नमन करता हूं। आज भारत को बहुत उम्मीदों से देख रही है। ठीक वैसे ही भारत में भाजपा के प्रति जनता का एक विशेष स्नेह अनुभव हो रहा है। देश की जनता
Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has expressed concerns about possible cartelization in markets and stressed the need to look into the causes of short supply of commodities. Speaking at the 13th annual day function of the Competition Commission of India, she said the regulator needs to have a proactive understanding of mergers and acquisitions. While mentioning rising commodity prices due to various factors, she said there is a need to look into the causes of the short supply situation. Sitharaman, who is also in charge of the Corporate Affairs Ministry, said the CCI needs to be sensitive as well as firm.
Also because the global disruption in the value chains and supply chains are so severely affected, not because of the pandemic, not just because of the pandemic, but also because of the war situation prevailing in Eastern Europe.
In Assam, the state government today signed a memorandum of understanding with the Assam Advanced Healthcare Innovation Institute for a multi-specialty hospital. It was part of the three-day Northeast Research Conclave organized by the Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati, on its premises in North Guwahati. Attending the meet, Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma said the AAHI will mark a new paradigm in interdisciplinary medical research and innovations. The upcoming institute will enhance India's medical tech industry in the coming years. The state government has committed 546 crore rupees for the project, while IITG will contribute the required land and expertise, he informed. Inaugurating the conclave 2022, Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan said it will create a standard interface for the interaction of academia and industry in Northeast India. Among those who attend the meet included Union Ministers Horbananda Sonowal and Rameshwar Teli.
Medical service and bring in the global expertise on different aspects of clinical care. Rationalization of this model through high bandwidth network connectivity to establish early diagnostic and care to the last mile population, which may not only reduce the health calamities during critical condition but also.
Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma today informed in a tweet, and I quote, in pursuance of our efforts for the inclusion of Khasi and Garo languages in the 8th schedule of the Constitution, a meeting was held with members of Khasi and Garo societies to discuss measures to promote the languages through various activities, unquote. In flooded Assam, 80,000 displaced people are taking shelter at relief camps in several districts. Surging waters washed away roads, bridges, culverts, causing massive damages in road communications. Official sources said essential food items are being airdropped in worst affected Borak Valley and Dima Hasao district. Over 7,000 people have been evacuated by various agencies. The Health Department deployed 50 medical teams at relief camps. The UNICEF also deployed 7 medical teams in the flood-affected districts to help the administration. Two senior ministers, Porimal Huklapadda and Ashok Singhal, are camping in Barak Valley to monitor the situation. Waterlogging in Guwahati city also caused problems to the citizen. In Arunachal Pradesh, Ramakrishna Mission School, located at Narottam Nagar in Deomali subdivision in Tirap district, is celebrating its Golden Jubilee with a 6-day program on its campus. Established in 1971, RK Mission is one of the oldest educational institutions of the state. Union Home Minister Amit Shah will be the chief guest at the inaugural ceremony tomorrow. Chief Minister Pema Khandu, Deputy Chief Minister Chauna Main, Union Law Minister Kiren Rijiju and a host of other ministers and dignitaries will also be present at the function.
He is coming, in the beginning he is going to unveil a statue of Swami Vivekananda. Vivekananda is going to be unveiled by Honorable Home Minister, and then he is going to have little personal interaction with the Vice President. With unveiling of statue, there is one more.
In Mizoram, Chief Minister P. Zoramthanga has said others are envious of the peace and harmony that now prevails in the state. Inaugurating the Mizo Nam run at Serchi Venglai, Zoramthanga said that the Mizo National Front has gone through many hardships all these 60 years, but survived. It has become stronger, he said. Mizos are the chosen ones to proclaim the gospel. The MNF party, of which he is the president, will continue to strive for the Lord and its people, he said. In Assam, Minister of State for Defence Ajay Bhatt today had an interaction with NCC cadres at Army Camp in Narangi, Guwahati. He said participation of women and their activities in all areas are an encouraging development. He said each and every youth has now learned to be self-reliant. Among those present at the interaction included Major General Bhaskar Kalita, Additional Director General NCC, Northeast Frontier.
अभी से राइट डायरेक्शन में जाते हैं, इनके अंदर वही अनुशासन देखा जाता है। इसी में से कल को कोई आर्मी ऑफिसर बनेगा, कोई आईपीएस, आईएफएस, आईएएस और कोई नेवल और कोई एयरफोर्स।
In Manipur, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh today addressed an orientation workshop of Sub-Division Development Monitoring Mission. He informed in his tweet that the mission is an initiative where the government machineries will reach out to every household to assess the conditions of living and other necessary infrastructural support. Based on this assessment, the mission aims to provide one livelihood per family. In Mizoram, Lengpui Airport on Thursday resumed its operations after flights had been suspended following damages in the runway. All flights to and from Mizoram were cancelled from 17th May after the Airports Authority of India issued an order that the runway was not fit for landing and boarding. Post-repair, the inspection team later visited the runway, which was deemed fit for flights again. In Nagaland, Advisor Prisons, Printing and Stationery H. Haing today inaugurated a Belay Bridge at Luvai Mong. In his inaugural speech, Haing urged the villagers to know their responsibilities and learn to live in unity. While expressing his appreciations for the good workmanship in constructing the bridge, Haing requested the people to take care of government facilities and infrastructures. In IPL cricket, Rajasthan Royals and Chennai Super Kings will lock horns in their last group stage match at Brabourne Stadium in Mumbai at 7:30 p.m. this evening. Last night, Royal Challengers Bangalore defeated Gujarat Titans by 8 wickets in their final league match at Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai to keep their playoff hopes alive. Batting first after winning the toss, Gujarat posted 168 for 5 in the stipulated 20 overs. In reply, Bangalore overhauled the target for the loss of 2 wickets in 18.4 overs. In Meghalaya, a two-day training program on the implementation of the Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission, which aims to develop the backbone necessary to support the integrated digital health infrastructure, concluded today at Mauti, Mawdyangdyang. The trainees included the superintendents of public health facilities, doctors and government and private hospitals, as well as officers from the Directorate of Health Services and National Health Mission. To end the news, main points once again. President Ramnath Kovind, in last leg of his Caribbean tour, calls for reforms of global institutions to reflect present realities. Prime Minister Narendra Modi virtually addresses BJP meet in Jaipur, says 8 years of government has achieved many welfare goals. 3-day Northeast Research Conclave gets underway at IIT Guwahati. Assam government signs MOU for multi-speciality hospital. No let-up in Assam flood scenario. Relief and rescue operations are in full swing. And Lengpui Airport in Mizoram resumes its operations after suspension of flights for 2 days. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.